All right, hi singles. So this is for your forecast for 2026. We'll be starting off with the collective. So for singles that's still dealing with their ex, still in love with their ex, waiting for their exes, how do they feel about you right now? Burn the bridge, final goodbye, unrepairable in no way back. Whoa, okay. The tea is cold now, no more drama over it, past expired, rehearsing the past, mental scripts, guilt, self blame, confused as hell, no clarity, no, no labels, emotional chaos. Cycle repeats, same drama, different day, stuck loop. Truth hurts, reality check, wake up call, clear eyes. Muted, not moved on, hiding feelings, fake calm, still hurting. Should have been done, dragging on already over denial. Nothing adds up, inconsistency, suspicion, and God knows. Love me, leave me, back and forth feelings, unstable affection, and hot and cold. You're dealing with somebody who doesn't even know what they want. Uh, it's like this person just suddenly walked away, probably ghosted you. They just made a decision to cut it off, to finish it off, and without any other explanation whatsoever from, it's like you did not get any valid reason, like why, what did I do, what have I done, and they just made you feel very awful, as like they just suddenly ignored your messages, stopped receiving your calls, or they never picked up your call. You look for them, go to their families and stuff. Some of you could also be dealing with a narcissist. This person, when you were actually starting, they're very persistent, attentive. They made you feel like their entire world is, concentrated on you, that you are the center of their universe. They even cook for you or serve you, drive you, pick you up, and all of a sudden, boom, this person is like, they just suddenly turned on their back on you and they just vanished. So this person is kind of expecting that you're going to be chasing them. So they're the one who actually cut you off. Okay. Some of you, it took you 1 year, before you could actually say, like, you know what, I'm done. All right. Because even you could be, every time that you remember this person, you're already having bad taste in your mouth. Okay. Like, ugh, no, like, I don't want to repeat that again. I don't want to hear from that person again. And this person also gave you a trauma when it comes to letting somebody into your life. They gave you a whole lot of confusion, and since that there is no closure here, you just keep on repeating. Sorry. Sorry. You just keep on repeating same old cycles over and over again. The truth hurts because you could have, some of you found out that the reason why this person really walked away from me is because they get back together with an ex, or there was someone else. You only tried to hide your feelings, try to, have a brave face, but you haven't really moved on. You're still thinking about this person every now and then, especially at night. Some of you, you've already moved to a new house just to change the energy, and so that this person couldn't really, find you wherever you are. But you're still living in denial. You know to yourself that this is already over, but there's still a part of you that's still waiting. And for you, it's like nothing adds up. Okay. Because, like what I said, this person could have shown you that you are the center of their universe. Like they are so good and great and spending money for you. You went this, you went there, probably introduce you to the family or friends, and then boom, they just suddenly cut you off. This person is okay. What really happened in the past? You did not know that this person actually treated you like a rebound. This person is still healing from a heartbreak at the time that you met them. So that side of them that they have shown you is actually the false side of them. Like it's not them. It's more of a just a love bombing. Okay. This person doesn't have the courage to tell you that they're still in love with the other person. At the time that you were so happy and good and great, their ex came back into the picture and they are not yet done. So instead of telling you like, hey, like I'm gonna come back I'm gonna get back together with my ex, like let's stop this. I want you to move on. Don't wait for me. Blah blah. This person just suddenly ghosted you, and you thought that probably you've been dating for like months already. Could be years, but to some of it is just like months. And this person just suddenly vanished. Like they just stopped talking, and you thought that they already got into an accident. You already got into some sort of a misfortune or something, a mishap. But yeah, you found out that they've already uploaded in their social media that they're happily with somebody else already. And this is something that really tear you apart because why did I not even think about this, or why did I not even felt this? Because this person is actually good in drama. He could have dealt with Cancer, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Taurus, a strong Taurus here. Okay. This person is, they just love making an impression because it's actually for their pride. But as far as if they really, really, really like you or even love you, I feel they only like you, but not to the extent of, like, I really, really like you, if you know what I'm saying. So, will they be coming back? Oh my God. You know what? To some of you, if this person comes back, you're still going to be accepting them. Probably that right now, you're just mad and you're going to say, like, oh my God, no, never, blah, 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 blah. But you're still going to be accepting this person. But please take note that if this person comes back into your life, especially if you're dealing with a strong Taurus is coming out here. This person will just put you in a third party. Okay. So if you're looking for some answers, why did I just suddenly vanished or leave or something like that? They don't have the balls to tell you that they're already back together with an ex, that they're still in love with. And actually, at the time that you were still together or that you've been dating, they're trying to get over that person, or that there's still consistent communications between the two of them. But they did not tell you this. Now, to those of you who's looking for some closure, don't let fear be your driver. If there's a next life, I'd tell you how I feel sooner. You gave me the sweetest dream and the hardest reality. We're both waiting for the other to make the first move. So some of you could also be dealing with someone that you things did not really took off, but something is there. You know, something is you both of you left something open. So this is more of an unfinished business. How did we go from everything to nothing? I won't lie, I still check up on you sometimes. They're still checking up on you through your social media. Lucy taught me love isn't about possession. Hearing your name still makes my heart race. I really thought you'd always be here. You've moved on, haven't you? Well, okay. Not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something. Trust your gut, it's rarely wrong. You were my home, now you're just a place I can't return to. Those seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. The truth isn't always black and white. This is more of an unfinished business, okay? And you're so afraid of loving again because of this person. Again, this is another case of love bombing, but you're also dealing with an avoidant, okay, like a runner. This person, it was actually okay when things were simple, neutral, plain, and then all of a sudden, they just run away from you. It's like, whoa, like what happened? Okay, both of you are so afraid of reaching out to each other because one of you is afraid of being rejected. One of you is also being afraid of being ignored, blocked, thinking like, what if she is already with someone else? What if that person is already, already has a family or something? But until now, that you're the one who's still left with um, some unanswered, stuff. This person's still stalking you, all right? And they know that when they left you, when they lost you, uh, it taught them how to love somebody unconditionally. Like, I could just love you from a distance, but I couldn't afford to, to get hurt again because of something that happened to me in the past. Now, you're dealing with somebody who already has a history of suicidal, okay? That they loved somebody in the past so hard, so big, that, they've loved that person bigger than their life, and then that person just cheated on them, when took off and traded them for another person, and that really hit them hard because probably it's their first love, or probably it's their first relationship, and they really expected for that person to to grow old with, or to really take off, and then unfortunately they did not really feel the same way, or they're not really in the same page. So ever since, and this person also have some issues with abandonment, okay, childhood trauma. It's like this person's got a lot of baggages and issues. That right before you can be with them, let them go through their own healing, dark night of the soul, facing their own shadows and whatever it is. Okay, because if you're going to be getting back together with this person and they still have the same kind of baggages, they will still be running away from you. They will still going to be doing the same thing, over and over again with you. If ever that you're going to be that patient and you're ready to accept them for who they are, your relationship will be break up, make up, break up, make up, break up, make up. Okay. So this person thinks that you're always be there, and then all of a sudden you're gone. You've already moved on, and now they're starting to feel your absence because they never, I mean, they don't want to admit before that they really love you, but now they feel like, oh, I really love the collective. I'm just really afraid of how I feel before, about this person. And now you collective, you're in this point like, huh, now you know my worth. Now you know that you need me. Somebody here have the strong need of having the control of the situation. And the more probably you collective, okay, the more you know that this person needs you, the more it empowers you, or the more it fuses your ego, and you feel like, okay, now you need me. Please tell me that you need me, or I want to hear that you need me. It's like, please don't play like a god, okay? Because you don't know what this person went through. You don't actually know the reason behind. I always believe that in each and every person's behavior, personality, or reaction, there's always something behind it. There's always a much deeper or dark or grim story right behind it. So please be careful of playing around with people's feelings. You may never know, what struggles or what trauma they went through, why they are like that. And yes, I'm not justifying that ghosting you or walking away from you or choosing to cut off and burn the bridge with you is right. Because some of you, you're acting in your ego or you're operating on your ego. And now you feel like, okay, now you know that you need me. Now you know that I'm the one that is the right one for you. It's like instead of you realizing that this person is now feeling that they need you, they want you because they love you, okay? And this person's been in love with you even in the past, but they feel like I can't really deal with this kind of feeling because I've loved somebody in the past too much, way bigger than myself and than my life or anything else, even, bigger than my pet. But I know that I'm just going to get hurt again. So this is, what this person is actually feeling and thinking. So you feel like, okay, not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something. So trust your gut. It's rarely wrong. You were my home. Now you're just a place I can't return to. This person feels like a home to you. You also feel the same way. I feel like you're dealing with a twin flame here. And those seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. It's more of orchestrated by the universe. Okay. So let's see more. If you're questioning it, you already know the answer. Yes, this person did love you. This person actually did love you for real. But it's not that they played around with your feelings. It's not that they toyed you or, like just I don't know, like did something, that just did something that is not really good for. It just did something just for them, just for fun. No, this person didn't really love you. What you're searching for may not be what you truly want. So probably that you also need to start reflecting, what is it that you want? What is it that you need? Your past shapes you, but it doesn't define you. I just want you to be happy even if it's not with me. This person loves you unconditionally. And I know some of you will just say like, "Oh my god, that's bullshit." If you love me, You should have stayed. You should have told me this. You should have told me that. You should have called me, texted me, and like this and like that. Why did you not chase me? Especially to some of you that you're so used into being chased, and you've always known the truth. You just refuse to see it. Sometimes the answer isn't yes or no. It's wait. There are no real secrets in this world. I keep stepping toward you only to pull away again. Yeah, this person, you're dealing with a twin flame. Some of you are going through a twin flame journey, all right? And this is the reason why that this whole dynamic is so hard to understand, because if you're not really familiar how a twin flame journey is, especially if you're in the first stage or the first wave, it is definitely painful, chaotic, and uh what do you call this? Uh Confusing. So let's take a look. Will this person be coming back? If you're in a no contact, will they be reaching out soon, or should you reach out? This person is single still. Uh, the star, temperance. One of you is already in a relationship already, or it could be you already have an option, but you're not really happy with that person, and you know that that person is not really meant for you. You're still, this person's energy is still lingering in your energy, and you're kind of looking for that familiar old feeling. Uh, huh, 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 huh. This person went through a breakup or like a betrayal, all right, and they just, now they're actually going solo. This person could also have an Aquarius in their chart. So maybe this could be a Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, water sign. You both still love each other, but the universe is the one who will be orchestrating again for your next meetup. This will be sometime around April, May. This will be around, before the end of spring and before the start of summer. Somebody here could be like, somebody here could be into some sort of creativity, crafts, arts, and stuff. And this is how they actually ground themselves. I'm seeing communications within the next 6 to 8 days, 6 to 8 weeks. Some of you are going to be seeing each other around your workplace where you work, while you're working, or while this person is working. If you're kind of seeing somebody right now, be careful of pregnancy, especially if you're dealing with a water sign. This person is not going to be, I mean, even if they're going to be responsible to your pregnancy or child, this is not really bound to last. Okay. So some of you, you need to be careful, because if you're seeing someone right now, that's not the one. It might just ended up as karmic. Some of you are also thinking of moving to, I don't know, closer to nature or far away from the city. Some of you, you're also very close to your family, but too much closeness to your family just hinders your growth. And you already know this, or you already realize this. What does this person think of you right now? They want to make it up to you, but they feel like when I'm already ready, they're not yet ready to give you whatever it is that you need because they feel like they're not yet it. They're not yet there. This person is trying to work on their finances, even though that this person actually have a very bright financial future ahead of them. But they're very determined to set aside their love life, and then when they're ready, that's the time that they will be making a big comeback. And even if you will reject them, even if you will try to push them away, they're not gonna stop. Okay, not unless that you're already married or already happy with the family, of course, that they will be respecting your private life and your decision. But if you're still single, they're gonna try. Now, to those of you who still very much heard about this, you might launch into getting involved with somebody or getting into a relationship with someone that you are just physically attracted to. It's not gonna work out. First off, that person that you might ended up with is probably that they are just like after something. Probably if you have a stable job, they're only after whatever it is that you can provide for them, especially if you're driving a nice car, you have a nice house. That person will only think that they can live comfortably with you, meaning that they're only after whatever they can benefit from you. And if it's only like if you're loosely connected, I don't really see that person being faithful or honest or loyal with you. Okay, they're still gonna try and hang around with other people while they're trying to love bomb you because that is gonna be your karmic. This is your soulmate, but the timing needs to be right before the two of you could be together. All right. Now, to those of you who doesn't have any, it's like you're done with your past. You no longer want to be with anybody from the past, and you feel like, no, I'm done. I don't want to be with anybody from my past. You're not going through any soulmate or twin flame journey. Let's see what's going to be coming your way, or who's going to be coming your way this 2026. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life. In love and in life, self love, self care, being happier. Some of you're already comfortable being single. So, especially if you have a nice job. All right, the chaser in codependence relationship, fear, abandonment issue. You need to get over this. You need to work on this. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, a breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. You're not yet over a heartbreak, even if some other people will say like, oh my god, it's been 10 years, it's been 5 years, it's been 20 years, but the wound can still be fresh, on the inside. Some people do not know how to confront their wounds, and they thought that by delving or keeping themselves busy, working hard, working late, that you've already watched the time pass you by. You thought that you're already over. No, that's not how you get over a heartbreak. The wound is still fresh on the inside, even if you're, the last relationship that you've been with was like when you were 30, and then now you're already 50, and you're still not able to trust and love again. That wound is still fresh. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack, soulmates, soul connection, partnership agreement, soul contract. Some of you are going to be finding love in a like a religious group or religious setting, something like that. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and surely unsure of future. Because that outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. Actually, this is already up to you because you're the one who's actually blocking the chance of being in love again, falling in love again, and having love again in your life because you're refusing to get hurt again. Some of you, you've been with somebody that really ruined your finances, stability, and job, or cost you a fortune. Okay. Now, who's going to be coming your way? Could be dealing with a Libra, working in the military, Justice Department, bank, finance, government. Could be a lawyer as well. This person is, I don't trust the lawyers, but this person is actually very much financially established. They're single. They have some drinking problems, or they just love drinking. They're happy. Okay, happy as a bee. Uh, this person's never been married, no kids, nothing. Like what I said, very much a single. They have some occasional sexcapades here and there. They're also a traveler, or they love traveling. But this person's very sensitive. They're so afraid of loving again. And some of you will be questioning, so how am I going to be with a person if they're so afraid of loving again? The two of you are about, the reason why you're going to be meeting is that you need to heal each other, but not necessarily that you are the one who'll be ending up together. Okay. Uh, you could be meeting this person while you're working at work, in their workplace. Okay. This person is actually busy nurturing their own finances, their own life. They're very stable. Okay. They have their own house, car. That the only thing that's missing in their life is somebody that they're going to be with. You are also going to be moving in together and living with this person 2 years from 2 years after meeting. But the rest is still up to you because, like what I said, you're only meant to heal each other. And, right at the both ends, King of Cups and Queen of Cups. Uh, you're both meant to bring lessons into each other. You're going to be together. Okay. So maybe this could only be like a healing soulmate. Okay. The only thing here is this person's kind of stingy, and they're very careful not to have anybody peek into their finances or stability, and they want to test if somebody is after their money or after their stability. This person have a little bit of an attitude. Okay, very proud, toxic, egocentric. They're used to being chased, and they're used to having all sorts of attention because, like what I said, this person is a bachelor or bachelorette. Okay, probably you've already met this person, somewhere in the past, but it's something did not really take off because they're busy healing. They've been isolating themselves and running away from love because they feel like love is just a burden. And kind of bit of a player, but once this person meets you, something is going to be changing in them. Okay. Timing would be the time of Taurus to Cancer. Possibility around Aries, but strongly it will be from Taurus, Gemini, Cancer season by next year. But like what I said, this is not something that is bound to last for years or until the end of time. Okay. Uh, you're going to be a great part of each other's lives. Just give me a second. All right. So let's do the sign to sign. Aries, who are you going to be meeting by next year? This is somebody from the past that you thought is already over. And you already put your foot down that no, I will never ever, and that ever, never ever is going to be bouncing back at you. You already walked away from this person, could be dealing with a Scorpio, and you feel like, I could no longer deal with that person again. You're still going to be getting back together. Okay. So it's up to you whether you want to accept this person or not. If ever that you're looking for somebody new, you're going to be ending up with, not really ending up, but you will be meeting a whole lot of younger options that I feel like you want. I don't know. You're just going to be enjoying them physically. Taurus, you're going to be busy making money. And I feel like meeting anyone, I'm getting that you are going to be, communicating. A lot of people are going to be very attracted to you, want to be with you, want to get to know you. But you're the one who's going to be like, no, I don't have time for you. I'm very focused on my finances. And I will only focus on love once I finally hit my goal financially. But you're not going to have a zero option by next year. I just feel like you're not going to be entertaining them. Gemini, be careful of dealing with a whole lot of liars, okay? And somebody who's only brokenhearted and looking for a rebound. Be careful with this one, okay? Uh, next year is not yet the right one, not yet the right year for you to take things seriously. I feel like there is a possibility around fall, but this is still somewhere in the horizon. Cancer, somebody wants to rush back into your life, okay? But this person is just going to betray you. This is like a disaster that is just waiting to happen, or a disaster that's just waiting to shape up or materialize. Don't. Okay, Aries or Pisces. Uh, Leo. Leo, some of you, this is like a boss, a coworker, but be careful because, somebody might just put you in a third party situation. But most likely, this is going to be a coworker or your boss. Virgo, you are still waiting for somebody from the past. You could be dealing with an air sign or another Virgo. This is the one that you're still trying to get an information from, or waiting to hear from. Okay. uh your cup is already filled with someone else's water or emotions, and you need to cut off anything from the past or something that's been holding you back right before you can fall in love again, or you're already in love with someone but you cannot really give your heart to anyone. Libra. Libra, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Cancer. Someone's really going to show off that they are really the right one for you, but get to know this person's family background right before you could say, like, yeah, that's the one for me, because you might ended up with somebody who's got a lot of issues and baggages. Scorpio, get to know their family first, okay? Someone could be very uh perfect, okay, could be, or someone could be acting like they're the best option and the best person you could ever be with. But I'm picking up that this person might have a little bit of a mental issues. Okay. Scorpio. Scorpio, you're going to be meeting somebody at a bar, at a club, or somebody who is more of a drinker. But use your intuition. Okay, this person at the time that you're going to be meeting them, the reason why they're actually drinking is because they already have a, they're already carrying some sort of an illness. It's not contagious, but it's something that is, something that might be, terminal. Sagittarius. You could be dealing with somebody who is a lawyer, or somebody has a, could be that they have a background in law, management, government, finance. And this person is somebody that will make you happy. Okay. Very grounded. Somebody who's also like a Leo, Virgo, Libra, water sign, Cancer, Capricorn. Could be dealing, you will be dealing with a Aquarius. And this person is very generous, giving, helpful, supportive. This person might actually act like they don't have, I don't know, this person is very stingy. But this person might be acting like they don't have it, but they have a lot. Okay, they don't want people who only wants them for whatever they have. This person is going to be looking for somebody who is simple, grounded, independent. It's like whatever it is that they've been looking for is already in you. So you're going to be ending up with somebody in a relationship with someone next year, and you're going to be in a relationship. This is going to be for long term as well. Aquarius, you're going to be ending up with somebody who is a Cancer, Leo that lives far from you. This is going to be a long distance relationship. Sex is also going to be spectacular between the two of you. There will be a lot of fireworks. Pisces, you're going to be ending up with somebody from the past, which could be a Virgo or Sagittarius. But this person is still, they're still the same, and they're still, possessing the same kind of an attitude. And like what I said, this person could also have an attitude or an issue when it comes to finances. They don't want to share. All right. Anyway, have a great 2026, singles, and blessings to you. And if you want to talk to me, love it, the phone, love it, just go visit me at my website at sophiaclairvoyant.com. Blessings to you.